All right, so I just got the 113 and giving it a spin today. I think this is like my third or fourth battle in the tank. So so far what I've been noticing is, number one, it's got the really nice gun. It's a, let's kind of look at the shells here. The 340 pin on the gold, which is fine, and 249 is a little low for AP, but it does that 440 alpha with only I think it's like an 8-second reload, right? So it's like reload's about half, a little bit less than an E5, right about what an E5 is, a little bit less, and it is much quicker than like an I7. The thing puts out a lot of damage. So you almost always reload before any other like tier 10 heavies. And it's really quick. You can see, like, I can get to the spot, which is not actually a good spot for me to go, but whatever. Get early shots, beat all the other heavies there. Get lit there. And I remember in this game, this is where I first noticed that the backup speed on that tank is not too fast. It gets up to speed pretty quick, but I think it's got a little bit worse backup than even the E5 does. It feels slow, more sluggish at least. Ooh, and got wrecked by Artie. So yeah, I probably should have abandoned that spot after I took my first shot or two. But whatever, I was trying to be greedy. So yeah, this is the thing that the 113 is going to excel at, is that you're able to flex. Not able to do that in super heavies. And yeah, it's like that. I guess they pinned me right on the turret. Yeah, so you can see, like, I was able to get over here, catch up to the VK, get somewhere where I could be useful, not die to Artie over there. And this team is melting a little bit. Not too bad. But we're down HP and down tanks. Down 4 tanks at this point. Finally this VK's moving up. There we go. This poor guy, I remember him. He'd go forward and then stop. Like, please don't do this if you're playing. This is just obnoxious. Like, what's the point of stopping right there? I don't get it. Just clueless. Okay. Eventually he decides to go. And this is a corner. This is a dangerous corner because once we round it, the Artie will be able to hit us. So you got to be careful. And then anything they have down in like F3 will be able to hit us. All right. So we cleaned up the last heavy there. Sometimes you push around here. What I noticed was nobody's in the mid anymore. So I'm going to go back and help that. It doesn't look like... you just can't give up that middle section to the other team. Right now, if they decided to be aggressive and like push our tanks at E4, they would win. And looks like they are kind of doing that. The C100 is being pretty aggressive. So he thinks he's pretty clear based on all the tanks probably that are spotted. However, I have moved back to a useful spot. And yeah, I'm going to get safe behind this big old rock if I can. There we go. And now the C100's in trouble. He's got guys on both sides. And I reload before him, a long time before him, so I can shoot him twice for every time he fires. You can see the gun on this. It's pretty accurate, but it takes a while to zoom down. So you have to. I find that I do have to aim it at this distance rather than just snapping off shots. The old dead tank shot. So yeah, we're brought it back pretty close. We're still down HP and down a couple tanks, but not too bad. I want to try and get over here and save this 430. If I could save him, that would be a nice little treat. I have no idea how many times that SCOTUS fired. I know he's fired at least once. Hopefully hopefully he's fired less than, or he doesn't have a full clip. Oh wow, that 50B is in a terrible position. So you can see, like already I'm up to 3,000 damage. When I was able to just farm damage off that E100 pretty hard, and this thing does it so quickly. Like he wasn't able to, get repositioned or whatever. He just constant fire on him. This is a bad spot. I'm already vulnerable. And the T50, okay, didn't fire. Maybe he was reloading or something. Ooh, best driver. Alright, so we brought this thing back to even. WC, I think, bounced me once. Catch him. Now, I'm looking at that patent over there. KR, he's all the way around the corner, so I'm going to try to spot this grill and hit him. Oh, here comes the pattern. So here's the other nice thing about this tank is this isn't actually that troublesome against like a weaker player. He is probably not firing gold. He should be, and he should be aiming for my lower plate. But I've kind of kicked my tank up a little bit like that, and it makes the lower plate a little harder to hit. It kind of baits him into shooting your front, I think, and they'll bounce off of it. Alright, so just like that, the 113 gets 6,398 damage in my third game in it. It is, I think it's quite a beast of a tank. The speed on it makes you able to get places and just get to an advantage position and take huge advantage of it from there. It's got enough armor on the top. I mean, you can be pinned, but it's got enough armor that you'll bounce stuff and get some damage. In this game I didn't bounce much. And so I bought this tank this morning, and I played 10 games total in it and won 9 of 10 for I think I did about an average of over 3,000 damage a game. And it's just, what I'm finding is it's kind of like an E5. You can get somewhere kind of like where a medium tank would go. You go where the mediums go, and you really just bully mediums. Like there's nothing they can do to you. You reload so fast. That's the other thing, that they can't like pop off 2 or 3 shots into you every time you fire. You're reloading almost as fast as they are. So this has quickly become one of my favorite tanks. Hopefully that will stay. I'll have to give it another try when I'm not on a hot winning streak, see if I still like it. But first impression, very good.